Hey, nah, this bitch hard, man.
Welcome back to the Moshcast.
What up?
Co-host. I'm the host. What? I'm not a co-host of anything. This is my bit. This is my thing. What the hell am I talking about? I'm the host, Almighty Sai, and we're just vibing today. Welcome back, and if this is your first time being here, welcome. Hopefully you don't get disappointed. You know what I'm saying? We just like to talk. We just like to vibe here. Moshcast is the place. We're at the home base today. Over here at the spot. We usually do it at, shout out to Idol Art Studio. I have a little spot over there now. Okay. And she lets me go over there and talk it out on, because they have, she now does paint and pod. So she has paint class, and then I'm over there in the corner, and I do my pod, and people just listen in, and they're like laughing at me. I'm like, leave me alone.
But they're painting.
Yeah, they're painting and shit. But we have a, not a new face. A face you've seen on the pod. It's been a minute though.
Fat minute.
But he's been, he's a mosh fit. He's a homie. Day one, F-Town, fucking homegrown with me.
Yeah.
We went to school together. We grew up together. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But homeboy was like, I was like, man, I need to get him back on pod. We need to talk about what Damar is up to. And so he's back. Give it up for Damar. Dude, it's been a fat fucking minute since you've been here, dude.
I know, 3 years.
I know. We were looking at it, and I was like, "This is your fourth pod."
Mm-hmm.
And you like literally, one of the pods was episode 27. So you've been here since I started doing my fucking thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Dang, that's crazy." So you've seen it all up till now. Now this will be episode 130. You were 27, 66, 77. Now it's 130. Mm-hmm. Man, it's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's crazy too. So I was gonna say that I feel like me and you, we were raised in a small town, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I just felt like you and me just didn't fit that criteria for that place. I think we just had bigger minds and bigger like aspirations of doing something bigger. I mean, nothing like anything crazy or anything. Hopefully, I always hope for like something sticking, but
yeah, it'll play out, bro.
I just like Freona wasn't the place for me.
Yeah,
it never was, and I think that was for you too.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, dude, I was like, we need to get the fuck out. And every time we talked to it was like the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Always something like, yeah, we're doing this now, but the bigger picture, though,
bigger picture.
And it's crazy because I've been thinking about that kind of stuff like recently. I've been having like really chill weekends, bro. Like just last weekend, me and Joby and our girlfriends and shit, we go to the flea market, and we go and shop around, and then we go get coffee, and we just vibing,
Yeah.
And then this weekend we did that emo night, and I'm just like, man, I've just been hitting our weekends like it's just been tight. It's just been a move,
Mm-hmm.
And then I told you a few weeks ago, I had this conversation with this random kid. He's like 24, just got out of the military, and every time I was like, what do you do? And blase, and he was like, what do you do? And I was like, well, I just have like a not even a dead-end job. It's just like a 9 to 5 that pays the bills and pays whatever I need. And then on the side, I just fucking do my music and do the pod and do whatever the fuck I want. And you and me were talking about that, being like why we thought, or why I thought you had to be this like you had to work for a conglomerate and be like the leader or the boss of this business that doesn't really give a fuck about you. I don't know. It just made me think like, yeah, I work, and then I also have fucking fun because this is my life and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that shit too, bro. I mean, I had like a eureka effect of like nobody gives a fuck, bro. Everybody's thinking about themselves, only cares about themselves,
Yep.
and so I'm just gonna post what I want to post, and I don't care what people think about me.
Yeah.
And you know that was the switch of like everything that like I wouldn't say I had insecurities. It was just like I did care what people thought about me in a way, but it was more of the fact of the matter of like I was just like scared of success.
Right.
And
Right.
you know, yeah, you and I are like working like regular jobs, and then when we're not working, we're doing what we love.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I work 12-hour shifts Monday through Friday. I am back home in Friona. Got a house with my brother, and I lay low last year because I got out of a relationship, very like negative relationship. You know that, and
Right.
then
Yeah.
so
That was kind of crazy because we sat down like at a coffee shop.
yeah.
You're like, hey, can we talk? And I was like, oh fuck yeah. It's like that, huh?
Yeah,
And
bro.
when somebody
I was
says,
like,
hey,
dude,
can we like talk somewhere? I'm like,
was like-
dang, it's like that, bro.
Yeah, and well, the wild thing about it is that like every time things hit the fan, like bad, like you always reached out. Like it was wild to like literally as soon as like things hit the fan bad, bro, like blocking and she's blocking me and everything, and I'm just like whatever. But I'm feeling some type of way. You're like, hey, bro, thought about you. Like everything's straight, and I'm like, that's wild. The first time was like, I was like, oh, okay, like
That's some
you know,
crazy
that's
shit.
homie.
Yeah.
And then the second time it was like, no way, bro, no way. I was like, let's sit down, bro. Like for real, let's sit down.
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, we try to work things out. And then the third time it was like, you met her at Target.
Right. That was wild.
We pulled up at Target. We see you. I'm like, oh snap, hey bro, this the homie Brax.
Yep.
Went to high school together, and you know.
And shit, you met my ex, and that I don't even know if I really even like talked about like anything that. Well, I guess we did.
Yeah,
you and
at
me.
the coffee shop. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just had our little what the fuck, you know,
Relationship.
lesson learned type shit,
Yeah.
you know.
They're like, you have 3 relationships in life. It's like the first one's like high school love, whatever. Second
Yeah.
one's like your lesson. The third one's like the one that sticks or
The one
whatever.
that sticks.
I've heard that so many times from people that are older than me, and you know they're in their third relationship, and they're like, nah, like you gotta work it out. I gotta work it out.
Right.
They're going like through divorce and stuff, and dude, like I feel like last year, not just myself, but we're gonna get more into this about like numerology and shit.
Right.
But like I started doing readings, and dude, there was so many divorces last year.
Oh, I bet, dude. It's
From
been
family,
crazy.
friends, and just like coworkers and like people that I know in my life. They're like, I'm catching up with them, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not together. I'm like, bro, like it, like a lot of them really made my stomach drop, bro. I'm like, oh snap, a bunch of, you know, relationships are in turmoil and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like what the flip?
Right.
But yeah,
It's just one of those things. I think like you were saying, like I think last year was a lot of I wouldn't say pros and cons. It looks negative on the surface level, but I think like last year was a lot of progression, a lot of waking up, a lot of realizing. Because you were talking, and you're like, "How was last year for you?" And I was thinking about that. Like just right now, I was like, "Man, like 2025 was pretty chill in the aspect of like I'm paying my bills, I got a new car, you know, I'm like doing good shit, I'm coasting." But it was fucking tough. Like it was like mental and it was physical because I said, you know, I had my hernia surgery a few days ago. Was a year that I got that hernia surgery. Got my sleep schedule all worked on, and I can sleep now. A lot of physical fixing, and that was like a lot. It was very taxing because I wasn't able to work for like a month and a half. I wasn't able to move. Like, pretty much, my body had to get used to being fucking normal.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I had to make sure that this surgery didn't fuck up. I had to take care of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to get a good sleep schedule going. I had to go to sleep at a certain time, and I had to get used to this new life of living,
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I was doing it a couple times here and there, like, in the past few years. But therapy, I was going to
I
therapy,
remember you
bro.
saying that, yeah.
I was hitting it hard and I've talked about it on pod, but I was like, it got to the point where I was going to therapy thinking I was gonna blame somebody about why I feel this way, and then it ended up being like, oh fuck, I can't blame nobody for now, because now it's like I'm pointing back at myself, like, okay, why do you feel this way? Why are you holding on to this shit? And then now it's mental, and I'm like, damn, I really have to think about how I perceive things, my perspective on life, because I can't just blame everybody, you know?
And it's cool doing therapy because it was like, for the most part, I don't push therapy or like, ain't about that, because it's just like you control your own mind.
Right.
But for some people, it is kind of like it takes a while to like, some people do got to talk it out to realize like, hey, yeah, all this shit's happening, all this shit's that, all this is that. You just letting it all out to your therapist, and then it's pretty cool. Like, you use therapy the right way, because some people just use it as a blanket.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or like, to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
But you let it out, and you thought about it, what you said, and turns out like, yo, I have to take full responsibility for, that's cool. Like,
and it's crazy too, because the reason I went to therapy was because of my last relationship, all the shit that she did, and then finding out what happened to one of my family members, my dog dying, all that shit happening in the span of months. In that year, I think it was like 2023, I believe, 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
In the span of months, all of that hitting me at the same fucking time. My dog dying, the situation in my family, and then my ex, like, being fucking just horrible. And I couldn't take all of that by myself. I was like, dude, I can't fucking do that shit. And I forced myself to go, thinking in my head, they're forcing me to go.
Yeah.
But it was like, I needed to go.
Yeah.
And it was a good thing, because it just taught me a lot of things about myself that, like, that I did to myself in those situations. Those feelings that I had were because of me. Yeah. And the things that I was surrounded by was because of me, Yeah. People don't like to hear that. Sorry, people. Like, sometimes it is you,
Yeah, and that's why they say it's like it takes two to tango.
Yep.
And really, it's just like, as a man, you really gotta like direct the relationship.
Yeah.
The communication, the cooperation, you know what I'm saying? Like, the togetherness and the responsibility, and like, just being straightforward, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's really all it comes to. And then I tried to talk to a couple women after that relationship, and it was just like, they're not used to the take my lead, you know what I mean? Like, they're not used to like me knowing, or like men knowing what they want. Like, they're over here like asking the girl, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, nah, bro. Like, I'm the type to like know what I want, and I know it's not even like on some like come over here or like controlling. It's just more of like direction and like, just take my lead, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's how it was, and they're not used to it, and so like I had to like back off, because it's like, you've been traumatized, and not just traumatized, but like, you've
been living in a certain way for so long, you just kind of stick to it.
It's like that generation of like of men, and how I saw like relationships growing up. Like, my brother taught me an example like that. He's married with 2 kids, and without even like him teaching me, it's just like I peeped it.
Right.
And he was like, as a kid, he brought his wife now, that was his girlfriend at the time. He was like, the way he talked to her, I listened.
Right.
The way he treated her, like, they take me out to eat, and the way he opened the door,
Yeah.
you know, sat her down.
You know, it's crazy, bro. Like, sometimes my girl will peep it. Since I started this relationship,
Yeah.
I've always opened the door.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's one of those things where it's like you just change a little bit. You just change something. Like, let me see. It's always like one of those things you see on TV, and like the generous thing to do is they open the door for a girl, and be that type of person. And I was like, you know what? I've never really, I've done it every once in a while on dates and being like all that one, but doing it on a daily basis, for whatever reason, and so I'll be doing it. And then she was like, "You see that guy? Did you see that guy? Whenever we came in, he saw you, and then he opened his door for his girl."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's crazy, bro."
It's
Because
the
now
little
I don't
things,
even
bro.
think about it. I don't even think about it worth a fuck. We could literally be in a fucking argument, and I'll still open the door.
No, yeah.
She's like, "Don't open the door for me." I'm like, "Shut up. Get in the car. Be quiet. We're going." What
And
the
then when you get there, you're like, stay here.
fuck? Yeah. I was like, "You ain't getting out of the car. You ain't
Yeah.
touching that door, dog."
Yeah. And then I'm like, if she does get out, I'm like, I open the door again. I'm like, sit back down. Okay, let's go. And then, but it's the little things, and then
Right.
it's the habits, and then now it's a habit, and now it's, you know, unconscious, competence to the point where it's like second nature. Like,
Dude, to the point where it's like, we'll go out with her girls and shit, and I'm driving. Don't even think about it. I open their doors and shit.
no, for
They're
real,
like,
I've done
they're
that
like,
shit.
"Ew, it's weird. You're weird." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Why?
I'm
Why
just
is
a
it
man.
fucking weird?" Yeah, I'm just a
I'm
guy.
a gentleman, bro. Oh my bad.
No, you're good, dude.
And what's it called? I was just like, that's what today's society doesn't push, bro. It's just like, you know, I saw a post the other day. It's like, make men again, and I was like, oh, I mean, shit, I'm on the wave, but it's just more like, it's wild how like these younger kids. I mean, shit, I've seen it in my own generation where it's like they don't do that shit, but you know, at the end of the day, it's just I'm super grateful for the people around me, my brothers, showing me example, my mom, how to respect women, how to, you know, treat them. And I've been around women my whole life, so it's just like I know how to control certain scenarios and situations.
Right.
And so like I know when to like step back, I know when to say something, not to say something, you know, let her talk it out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And ask the right questions. And it's women are really just like emotional based, and so I really resonate with them when it comes to like, you know, hearing them out. Like, I had a friend last night call me, and she was like, I don't know, dude, like, I don't know about this guy, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm all ears.
Right. I'm
And,
here to listen.
Yeah, and she was just stressing, and then next thing you know, at the end of the convo, she's like, "Thank you for hearing me out. You know, if anything, this would have been like something on my shoulders while I'm at work, and you know, now I'm just gonna let shit play out." And that's all women want, bro. It's just like, just someone to let them be like, as a man, you gotta let them talk and listen to them, and don't have any distractions, and like, put your phone up, listen to her, look in her eyes, look at her lips, and then just like, you know, have rapport where you're like, yeah, and then next thing you know, just be like, look, and then just give her a hug, and then, bro, it's just that's how you keep a relationship. It's just, you know, nowadays, like, the girls are all messed up because, you know, the guys.
Well, they like,
you know,
I was gonna say that too. Like, a lot of the times, especially like us growing up, I don't know with you, but like with me, my life was on a level of stress, and it was constant. That's why, like, my anxiety disorder. That's why I have a lot of depression. That's why I have because my life was at a level of stress always.
Yeah.
School, at home, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And people don't like to hear this, but your body and your mind get addicted to a certain type of level because they're so used to it, right? And then you get to a place where you're like breathing, and you're like, wow, like, everything's calm.
Yeah.
Too calm. What the fuck's going on? And then you start creating this stress that's not even there.
Yeah.
And like, I had to deal with that for a little bit because my brain would cause issues that were not even existent. I'm like, and then I remember the night that it happened. I was stressing about money.
Yeah.
I was stressing about money. I was stressing about my car. I was stressing about all this stuff for no fucking reason. I had money in the bank.
Yeah.
My car was running. I had all this shit. It was 3 a.m. I was on my route with the newspaper. I had to get out of my car and tell myself to shut the fuck up. Myself.
Yeah.
In the neighborhood street. I stood up. I said, "You gotta shut the fuck up, dude.
Nah, yeah.
There's no fucking reason you are doing this right now. Sometimes you have to talk to your fucking brain, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these people, especially the young generation right now,
Mm-hmm.
they're so addicted to this shit. When they get into new relationships or they're in a relationship, they either stick to that the consistency of that, or when they're trying to fix things, they can't because they have no stable ground.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, this is an issue. I need to fix it. It's just, this is who I am. This is what I always do. And then
bro.
the partner, whether it be male or female, they're just like, it is what it is, and there's no changing that
at all, bro. Like they use it as an excuse, bro. Like I do have a friend still, and she would always like check in. You know, we'd be on the like, not daily, but like every now, like at least like a few times a week, just checking in. You know what I mean? She's a good friend, helped her through like some deep, dark times in her life, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, I don't like how you just like fall off the face of the earth, like, you know what I mean? Like, I care about you, what's going on? And she's like, nah, I'm just like that, like, that's me, blah blah blah. And I'm like, look,
how many people do you do that to? You know,
that's what I asked her. I was like, is it just me that you do that? She's like, no, I do it to everybody. Like, all my friends know this and that. And I'm like, that's not healthy.
How many friends? Like, then you start asking, how many friends do you got that are still here?
No,
How many friends do you got that give a fuck?
and that's where we got to. And I was like, look, Neve, I know like your friends accept you for who you are, but I'm the type of friend where like, yeah, I helped you through your deepest, darkest time.
Right.
And I'm not here to play games or bullshit you, but this is something you need to work on because you are a 24-year-old woman, and that's not how you deal with shit. You don't just disappear. And
what happens
like,
whenever you get married? You're gonna disappear then?
Exactly. And so I'm like, look, I know that, you know, the type of person you are and the type of things that you grew up on and your mom put on you, your family, your dad, you know.
Yeah.
And that doesn't give you an excuse to tell people that you literally telling people I have issues and I'm not working on it.
Right.
And then, bro, she like stood silent for a while and she like took it, and like a week later, like she apologized. She's like, yeah, like I do understand. Like,
I think
you know
now, like, dude, just now come to realization. I think that's why a lot of relationships, we're talking about like divorces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why a lot of these divorces happen because I'm just that person. I just dip. I'm just go quiet. I go fucking. That commitment that they do in marriage doesn't fucking matter when it comes to that's who they are as a person.
Yeah.
My opinion. I'm not saying that is fact or anything. I'm not a counselor or anything, but I'm saying some of these people that are getting into these marriages and relationships, they're like, oh, this is a stuck thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they're so used to themselves that like, I'm just going to cut it off.
Yeah.
And be a year or two down the line, they're like, I can't fucking deal with this shit no more. I'm out. And they're gone.
And then
they forget like, oh, I vowed. Like, I vowed this shit to be here through thick and thin. And their personality, the way that they are, outweighs that.
yeah. And it's unhealthy, bro. But, you know, that's when, once you start seeing things in certain patterns and stuff, and like, that's why a few months after we did our last podcast, I moved to Houston. And with me moving to Houston,
you were on the cusp of moving to Houston at that moment, right?
Yeah, it was like literally like, it was like the end of the summer, right? When we did it, like it was like August, September, like fall almost.
Yep.
In November, I just
and then I didn't hear. I mean, I heard from you because like we have each other on Snapchat and shit.
Yeah.
I saw your shit, but I think we both kind of took a hiatus from each other. You were just chilling,
Yeah.
doing your own thing, you know.
Mhm.
And I saw it. I was like, good shit, dude.
Yeah, bro. I helped start up a Wi-Fi company out there, but when I wasn't working, I was learning about numerology and astrology, bro. Like I kind of like I found this guy on YouTube, and he was on a podcast, and then he was like spitting game, and then he talked about like the Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius, and he talked about like we're in the age of Aquarius, and you know that's why there's so many interracial couples, and you know Aquariuses are rebellious, and I'm like, oh snap, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, I do like women outside of my race, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the fascinating thing about it is that like I've always had like my first crush was a white girl, and next thing you know, like my only relationships have been with white women, and they've hit me up first,
Right,
and I
right.
just fell into it. But you know, now I want to like mess with like Asians and whatnot. You know what I mean?
I want to see what else there is in this world.
Yeah, like especially like with knowing about like numerology and astrology, like the Eastern astrology.
Mm-hmm.
I don't follow like the regular New Year, like January 1st. I follow like the lunar New Year, and so the guy who like showed me this info, his name is Gary Grinberg.
Okay.
GG33, and that's why I'm wearing like oranges and
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
we hit the vibe. We're all orange today.
Orange and green, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the
That's
camo.
crazy.
And like this was unplanned, guys.
Yeah, this was literally unplanned. We actually talked about it before pod. We're like, we're orange and green today. That's wild shit.
We didn't, bro. It was literally like I wanted to wear orange because I have like orange on my hat for the Astros, and the Astros used to be like Minute Maid Park. Now they're like a AC unit brand or whatever.
Oh,
it's called like the Daikin Field. And I was like, oh, Daikin, what the hell? But I was just like, green and orange.
It's crazy because I woke up and I was like, what am I gonna wear today? And then I was like, no, it was about my pants because I was like, man, I don't like wearing pants sometimes. I'm just like, fuck. And then I was like, what pants would be just comfy?
Yeah.
And I was like, my army pants would be tight. And so I wore that and I was like, what would be sick with green? Orange,
like kind of like neon orange, like Hunter.
I was like Hunter type orange shit, and I was like, okay, I got that. And then I was like, I don't want to wear just this polo, and so I put this
green undershirt.
Undershirt on. And I was like, that's it. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we just like hit it like on fucking point.
Yeah, I was wearing a red shirt before this, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to TJ Maxx or Ross or whatever, because I don't want to like go to like pick up a $50 shirt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dude, Burlington, bro, is my place to go.
That's the spot.
That's the spot. Burlington Coat Factory is my spot
because have shirts. Too?
They have shirts. Bro.
I thought it was just like a coat factory.
Nah, dude, they got everything you need for cheap, dude. I get all of my official WWE shirts from there. And they're official. They have the little sticker on there. It's official.
The stamp in the back.
Stamp in the back and everything. $8, bro.
Yeah, I got this for $14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. And they got some tight like colognes because I'm really into fragrance too. But yeah, Burlington's my place because they have my size shirt, my size pant, my size shoe. I go to fucking anywhere else. They go up to 3X. I'm like, bro, I want to be comfy. I want 5X, please.
Cozy, but nah. Yeah, so GG33 goes, and then he puts like an orange at the end of it, and it's just like, but I studied that for 3 years. I kept it low key, and then on my story I'd put like little hints, you know what I'm saying? Right. And nobody knew until I like
talked about
the end of last year. I remember it was like November 11th. I was like, look, I'm gonna start doing this shit. Like I kept giving y'all hints year after year.
Right.
And like I'd give y'all like I'd do certain things on certain days, and I put certain numbers, and I capitalize certain letters, spelt things wrong on purpose.
Right,
you know what I mean? And it's like if you see the little things, bro, you'll notice. But yeah, no, I studied it for 3 years, kept it low key, and just to be on some like I do this like before I picked up photography. I studied it for 2 years.
Right.
I with photography, I started in 2019, and then COVID happened. Studied it more, and then a year after that is 2021. I like go deep into like photographers, like their work
Right.
and what their lifestyle is, and then like how
Yeah,
they
because
see.
you were going like I remember like 2021 around that time, you were like deep in like what cameras were, what
Mhm.
kind of film.
Mhm.
I would see you on like Snapchat being like, I'm over here at this spot. And then you would like talk about like the film
Mhm.
and what kind of camera you use
Yeah.
and like the I don't even, cause I'm not a photographer, so I don't know, but like,
Mhm.
you know, the lighting, what kind of fucking, you know, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but it's like you were talking about all of this stuff that what goes into a photo to make it great or
Yeah,
perfect.
especially with film, it's
Yeah.
like it takes a lab to do it, like chemicals and the negative or the film turns into a
I honestly
negative.
think that the last pod we talked about it just a little. We touched on it a little bit. Now
Yeah.
that I'm like thinking about it, we were talking about like that. That exactly you just exactly said that, and I
Mhm.
was like, oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, we just talked. We talked about it in last pod. Like
Yeah.
really, I was barely like 6 months into picking up my camera, my film camera actually. That year, that's when I started. That's what I'm saying. 2021. I was born early in the year 2000, so I go by the years, the last numbers of the years. So I was 21 in 2021, and then when I was 22, April of 22, I literally just like, all right, cool. I'm confident. I could go in, body this. I know about the cameras. I could do anything manually, certain scenarios, lighting, the sun, like whatever. And bro, as soon as I picked it up, like I wanted to do it for free for my friends. And then
Right.
I send them the pictures. They're like, bro, like they'd send me Apple Pay and stuff. They're like, no, this is too cold to do it for free, bro.
Right. Right.
And so that's how it started. And then next thing you know, boom, numerology and astrology. And then I was like, and then I got an opportunity to go to Houston and build a Wi-Fi company. Like they bought out a company out there and they're putting fiber optics. And
Right.
I went into sales. When I got off, I
What, you
studied
going
these
into
numbers.
sales? You going into sales? There's no way. You don't look like a salesman.
Boy, nah, dude, I got the sauce, bro. It's because it was like I got into like the whole like network marketing stuff.
Right. Right.
So it was just like it just came natural.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, like. I remember when we were like young, dude. You started getting into that shit heavy, the cells, and I would see the charts and the fucking numbers.
Dude, I was like, I I was laughing yesterday, bro, because somebody on my Snap story was like, "Homie, casually doing it all." Like literally, I've been investing since I was 19.
Yeah, dude.
I was doing sales, photography, numerology, astrology. I do like a little bit of philosophy, like
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Like I put like positive stuff out there, like positive books.
And it's crazy because Damar been doing it on the DL for so fucking long. Nobody, like everybody knew, but you were just coasting on a different level.
Yeah.
Because like, so sometimes I'll be talking to my homeboys and I'm like, man, you need to meet Damar because he knows what the fuck he's talking about. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, he's been doing this shit since he was like a teen, bro. Just like doing all the shit that you're talking about right now. Like he's on a wave where he's like already experienced it.
Yeah.
He's already experienced all of it. He should have been retired from it, you know?
But yeah, I was 17 years old, bro, when I got into like self-help and self-development.
Yeah.
Shout out to Russ, bro, the music artist.
Yeah.
I watched the interview that he had with Montreality, and he was like, thoughts aren't just things, or thoughts are things, and you could put them out there and it happens.
Right.
And then he threw out some books. I bought them, read them, and then like after a year after I graduated, I got into sales and network marketing and investing, and then boom, 21. While I was doing investing in network marketing, got into cameras, and then 21 numerology and astrology, and then 22 photography. Like I hit the field,
Right.
and that's why I was telling you, like it takes me a while to be. I'm like analysis, you know what I mean? Like for those 2.5 years from 19 to 22, I literally freaking just studied photography.
Right, you're just analyzing the whole thing.
Yeah, it's just like how to work cameras manually, and then I studied photographers, and then boom, I freaking picked up a camera.
Right.
And just went buku.
Yeah, you've been going crazy.
Yeah,
Since.
and then after that, bro, I went to Houston, studied numerology and astrology. I hopped on with GG33 Academy. I learned all the basics, and then now I'm a lifetime member for the Q app.
Oh shit.
So the Q app is an app where like you really get to just know everything about yourself when it comes to numerology and astrology. And a lot of people are like, "Why am I like this? What's going on?" And you could give yourself your own reading. You could give other people readings, and then it's not just readings about like your life path number or like your Western astrology sign. It's actually like Eastern astrology as well, and like your certain traits and habits and like professional career. Like you do all sorts of things with the Q app, and then you could literally there's certain things that you can wear that are in your own energy as well. And you can look up like what goes best with your energy, you know what I'm saying, and what not to wear, or
would that be like stones, like does it go into
it's just
that
like
kind
it's
of
just
stuff, or is
brands.
Brands, no shit.
It's brands, even like with certain banks that you bank with, certain cars that you
Just
have.
Fucking everything.
Yes, bro.
That's
It's
crazy.
literally like cities.
No shit.
Yeah, states that are best fit. Like you ever
Weather?
travel dude? No, no. It's just certain stuff that like the energy is implanted by like the establishment of like the energy.
Just our like system.
Yeah, it's just like when was the United States founded? That's imprinted energy. July 4th. And I'll explain more about that too. And then certain states that were founded in certain years have certain energies.
Okay.
You ever travel somewhere and like you don't need sleep, and like for instance, like Will Smith, he was born in the year of the monkey. Miami was founded in the year of the monkey. He's like, bro, every time I go to Miami, like I don't need to sleep. I'm amped. I'm like
ready to go.
I'm ready. I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's because it aligns with your energy. And that's why I don't tell people like my certain moves or anything, but I'm planning to move to Tennessee because I was born in the year of 2000. That's the year of the dragon. Tennessee and Maine have the imprinted energy of the dragon. And so it's just like, yeah, Texas is cool, but Texas and Tennessee kind of have like the same vibe. It's like country stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's just like I feel like it would just be right at home. Like,
you just feel. Yeah,
there's country stuff. There's livestock. Grew up around that. You know what I'm saying? Like country music is off the chain. Like they have the country music awards over there, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just like I love all types of music, bro. Like any kind of music. That's the fascinating thing about me is like I like anything. As long as it's good and vibey and like I could like groove to it, it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we fuck with it.
Yeah, so but yeah, no. I'm gonna give you this live reading, bro. With being a lifetime member with the Q app.
That's crazy.
Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready, bro.
So last year, bro, was your enemy year.
My enemy year?
Yeah, there's 6 enemies.
Okay.
Okay. The pig and the snake are enemy signs.
Okay.
Last year was a snake year. And I've met I have another homie, like I said, that was 12 years older than you.
Right.
He said, hey, bro, like I want to shit, like I get shit rolling and it doesn't work out. Like I get 2 steps ahead, 10 steps back, 10 steps back.
Right.
And I'm like, when's your birthday, bro? Next thing you know, he's a pig as well. And that's why I told you, like, I wanted to hop on a pod with you sooner. Right. But my mentor was like, nah, bro, just wait. Just wait a second. Wait till he gets out of his enemy year. Yeah. And the Lunar New Year happened on the 17th of February. Yeah. And so that's when I was like, after that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like, this year's a lot more promising, especially next year, bro. You definitely want to take a lot of risk. Okay. But your birthday is March 18th. Yes. 1995.
That's it.
You were born in the year of the pig.
I'm about to be 31, dude. Crazy.
Yeah. I'm old. Usually when people are 18 or 6 years old, 18, 30, 42, the energy is not in their favor, and that's when you gotta lay
gotcha.
low.
Okay.
So next time, like,
I did lay low last year.
You did.
I pretty much did. Like
Yeah.
I said, my surgery kind of held me like laying low. I had to stop pod.
Yeah.
Like I was doing a whole bunch of shit where I was like, man, I can't do the shit that I want to right now. So that's
And-
crazy.
Yeah, dude. And think about this too, bro. 2025 added up to 9.
Added up to 9.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, what's 2 plus 2 plus 5?
Oh yeah.
It
9.
adds up to 9. What's fascinating is that when you add up your whole birthday, it adds up to a 9.
Wow.
So let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
1995?
Yeah.
What's 3 plus 7?
3 plus 7 is 10.
No, it's 9.
Oh, 3 plus 7?
8. Wait, hold on. 1995, right?
1995.
7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. Oh, 18. My bad. I put 19.
Oh.
My bad, brother. 3 plus 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9. That's how you get your life path number. You add up your whole birthday,
Okay.
and you get 36. What's 3 plus 6?
3
9.
plus 6 is 9.
So that's why a lot of people went through divorces last year, because 9 is a number of completion. And with completion comes ending.
Right.
And, dude, people left, right, up, down, center, family, friends that I've known forever, that have been together forever,
Yeah.
bro.
Now I'm thinking about a lot of people that I know, like, weren't divorced, but it was like they were on, like, a long relationship that ended.
Look at me, bro. It's my birthday last year.
Right.
I called it quits with my ex. Literally on my birthday. She got me birthday gifts, this, that, and the third.
Right,
She
I'm
brought a
done.
friend over. Bro, you know, we had it for the last time. You know, cool, whatever. But that's what the energy was, bro. I
Right.
even got out of a relationship.
Right.
And a lot of people did it. My family, like, bro, divorce here, divorce there, division, split here, you know, relationship on turmoil. Like it wants to end, but they prevailed.
Right.
They triumphed. But even still to this day, like, there's a bunch of them that are going through stuff, bro.
Yeah.
And they're trying to fix it. But, you know, now the energies
Are kind of coming back.
adds up to 1 now.
Okay.
What does 2026 add up to?
So 2026, 2 plus 2 plus 6, right? So 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10.
10, right? So what's 1 plus 0?
1 plus 0 is 1.
So 1, it goes 1
10,
through.
1 plus 0, 1.
Yes,
okay.
bro. It always goes to 1 through 9.
Restarts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 9 isn't. So 1 now this year is energy of new beginnings. So going off with you, people that are 9 life paths, and that's fascinating that you have 9, not just with your life path, but with your birthday. What's 1 plus 8?
9.
So with being a 9 life path and being born on the 9th, you really, like, if you were gonna have, like, people born with 9 energy, they really have to watch out for their environment growing up, because you're all about adaptivity, bro. You adapt to your environment. You know what I mean? You're the type to, like, pull up to, like, high-end shit and, like, blend in like nothing. You're the type to pull up to, like, ghetto shit
and then
blend in.
like
You know,
nothing.
anybody, bro. Like, you.
That's
That's
crazy.
what's cool about y'all, bro.
I do fuck with everybody.
Exactly. Dude, you just, they just have that, bro, about them. It's just like they adapt, bro. That's the thing. And then the downside of it is, like, they get addicted to shit, bro. Not just adaptive, but addicted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when you're talking about, like, those few years.
I was hitting the stuff.
Yeah, and
the stuff and the fucking things.
The flakes. And so, you know, with being a 9 as well, is like adaptivity and addiction. And then with being 9s, bro, a lot of people last year that were men with 9 energy didn't have a good year. You know, it was your enemy year, and it was a 9, because some women had a good year. Most women had good years last year because you can't spell feminine without the number 9 in it.
Right. That's crazy. It's always a number.
It's always a number, bro. There's always either a number which is supersedes anything beyond race, religion, and color, and just anything, bro. Numerology is the God code. Western astrology is right behind it because it gives you like what kind of like, you know, features that you have about yourself.
Right.
Like for instance, bro, pigs is the 12th sign. 1 + 2 is 3. Y'all are very childlike. Y'all are very, you know, y'all are funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all like to have a good time. Y'all like to just like.
I do also vibe with kids. Kids
Exactly.
Like me, you know.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a fun ass time with my daughter.
Look at that. 1 + 2 is 3.
Right.
What's the third letter in the alphabet?
C.
Childlike energy.
Yeah.
Kids. Children. You know what I'm saying? Change. You know, just comedy. All that, bro. So that's the cool thing about, and then y'all live life on easy mode, bro. Because 3 is the number of luck. L is the 12th letter. What's 1 + 2? U is the 21st. C is the 3rd.
Okay.
Come on, bro. Letterology.
See, like you said, we live life on easy, but like I deal with a lot of anxiety. But I will say, now that we're talking about this, I'm just gonna lay it all out because. But now that you say that shit, bro, like I'm knock on wood. I don't know if you believe in that shit, but all my life, all of my life, bro. What the fuck? Come on. There it is. All my life, I've never worried about what will happen if something happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first job, I was there for until I was 21. That was my first ever job. I was like, I've done this forever. I started when I was 15.
At Bywise?
Yeah, Bywise.
Yeah.
And then it was just furniture from there. You know, shit happened, whatever. I wasn't worried about it because I knew that tomorrow I'll have a new job. Not shitting you, bro. I think I'm 30, right? I'm 30 years old. I think in my palm of the hand, if to guess how long I've been unemployed, a month maybe. Since 15 years old, all the way up until now, I think I've been all around together this whole time, a month unemployed.
I've been like a year and a half. Not only because it's like I could do things for myself. Like there was the year where like I did sales, and I wouldn't call that employed really because it was like based on me.
Right.
When it comes to sales, it's like everything's based off you. And then so I was just like, I didn't find that as employment. I found it as like self-employment. Especially with mixing it with photography too is mad cool, bro.
Right.
So it was like a year and a half unemployed. But nah,
like,
I feel you.
I mean, even like with cars,
Mm-hmm.
car breakdown, I'm like, I'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
do a little whoopty.
Yeah, I would just, I would like, I'm not worried about it. Mm-hmm. And I would have a car in the palm of my fucking hand the next day.
Yeah.
Just like, on some weird the universe type shit. I can't even explain it, bro.
Lucky motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? and like one of the hardest things I had to deal with was the money thing because I was always stressing. I would always stress about money, but I didn't have nothing to worry about because I had money.
Yeah.
When I realized I'm just making shit up and money's gonna come and go, bro, I'm like, how are we gonna pay this? I'm like, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. We end up figuring it out, and then we end up still having money at the end, and I'm like. I never question that shit anymore. Anymore because it would make me go mad because I wouldn't have an answer. I could never answer that.
And then just anxiety off the chain.
Yeah, because I'm like, how the fuck did I do this? How the fuck am I doing this? How the fuck is this happening? And I'm like, you know what? It's just because I don't know why.
You just always figure it out.
I just always figure it out. Me and my friends legit, bro. Like we're having this conversation legit. Me and my friends say that we're cockroaches. I'm like, we're cockroaches. You know why? Because we end up figuring it out. We never fucking die. You know what I'm saying? I know it's on some weird shit because cockroaches are gross, but if you really think about it, they're just They're here at the bottom, and they end up figuring it the fuck out,
Yeah.
and they're still fucking here.
Still mad.
And you're like, how in the fuck? You're a weird fuck. And I'm like, hey man, it just ends up happening the way it does. And it's a long thing. It's a long going thing on the pod where it's like we talk about that manifesting shit. We talk about like if you have a thought, fucking do that shit. And one of the things that I've tried to engrave in the pod and people that are watching is I hate when people say I don't want to half-ass anything. I'm like, dude, you're not even doing it right now. Dude, if you really think about it, half-assing it now is full-assing it until you actually get it all the way done. Because if you're not even doing anything, you're not doing anything at all.
Because it's like, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Right. It's like, I don't want to half-ass it. I'm like, bro, that's full-assing it. At that point, if you're just half-assing it right now, it's full-assing. Until you get to that point where you're like, okay, I'm actually...
Get off your ass.
Yeah, until you get off your ass.
Yeah.
Because I'm just tired of... I love the people that I'm around. I want them to succeed. I want them to do something, but they talk about it. I want to do pod. I want to do my music. I want to do this. I'm like, then fucking do it.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody asks me like, "Si, why don't you just get this? And why don't you get something better than that?" I know that I can. I know that I can. I'm not there to do that. I want people to see that you can do it now with what you have. They're like, I only got a mic and this. I'm like, we got it. I will rig this bitch up.
Yeah.
And you can post it on YouTube today.
Yeah.
I was in a raggedy ass fucking garage, dog, and I had $700 to my name, and I said, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know? Still worked out. I'm still working it out.
You're still
dog.
here, bro.
I'm still here.
And you're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's the 130th episode that will pop off.
I want my shit to be professional.
Yeah.
But I want people to see that it doesn't have to be professional to get your shit done.
Just do it.
There's an underlining reason behind the things that I do. And I'm just I'm a hard-headed motherfucker. I have a homeboy that lives in California. He came down to do a music video for me for Carrie Underwood. If you haven't seen it, go watch him. He did the music video for that shit. I love his ass. His name's Waste. He's a badass motherfucker. Shout out to fucking Waste. But he would always hit me up and be like, "Why do you use the shit that you use for your pod? Why are you using all this shit for your fucking music videos?" I'm like, because if I can, everybody else can too. And I want them to see that. And I want them to know that because I'm not here to speak to the people that are older than me. I'm here to speak to the people that are younger than me that have an aspiration and passions to do this and be like, this is where I'm at, and this guy's doing it too. And you know what I'm saying? I'm getting too wrapped up in my brain about it, but like, you get my point.
I do get your point because it's like, dude, some people just like don't do it because they know they ain't gonna pop off or like shit ain't gonna be like all these views and likes and shit, bro. But I don't care about that. I don't care about like, dude, I get in my personal page, I get like 60 likes.
Right.
Or on my photography page, like if I don't collab with anybody or just post by myself, I get like 60, 80 likes on my photography page. But I'm okay with enough in the world of infinity. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. So those 60 people fuck with me. Hey, you're a real one. Cool. And then you'll be there whenever I get 60,000. Yep. 6 million. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it's a process. It's life is a process, bro. It's a journey. Yeah. There's never an end goal. And that's what people don't realize, bro. It's like, oh, they want to set a goal, and it's just like, no, bro. It's like you get to the goal and be grateful and celebrate. Right. But hey, on to the next.
What you just said, bro, like I want you to get to 60,000. I want you to get to 6 million. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to fucking Bless, bro. This happened last night. Speaking of like numbers and views and shit, I always I talked about it. I was like, bro, like I would rather know the 30 viewers that I got than the 3,000 or 30,000 viewers that I don't know. I would rather know the 30 that I know because I feel like they got to them, you know. And I had a hard time with my last pod because I just felt like I had something to say, and it took a little bit to get some views and shit. And I was like, man, like I hope something or somebody or whatever the fuck it gets to, whoever. And I was at the bar and I was chilling. I was vibing, minding my own business, and fucking Bless comes out and he goes, "Dude, I watched the pod," and I was like, "Dog," and I even told Joby when he got home, I was like, "Man, it's dope that Bless said that. He didn't even have to say that shit. Like, we're not even on, like, he's my homie and we do talk, but like on a level of like, he didn't even have to say that shit and he did, you know?"
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck them numbers. Because that's all I fucking needed to hear. Just
Yeah,
that
bro.
one fucking dude, you know?
Exactly. That's the shit that keeps me going, bro. Like, I have a homie out of Lubbock that we definitely need to get a pod in. Remember, we've been talking about this for years. Shout out Key Johnson. He makes his clothes from scratch, bro.
Yeah.
He sews everything together, and we fell off for a little bit, like a year. I was supposed to take his pictures for a fashion show he had in December, but the friend that I was talking about, like that, I've been there through the darkest times. I promised her that I was gonna be there for her graduation, and I was like, "Look, bro, like I already shot your fashion shows before, and I'm a man of my word to shit that I promised years ago." And so I went to Houston, went to that graduation, and it was over a year where we haven't worked. And he hit me up again just recently, bro. Towards like my birthday week.
Right.
And we worked again, bro. And I sent him the pictures, and he texted me. He's like, "Bro, there's no one like you. You're a 101." And for me to get that message, bro,
Right.
over anything else, whether I get the
Over
likes,
any fucking
the
like
comments,
or any fucking
the people are seeing. It's on some like most known in the area, but unknown at the same time, and I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, bro,
you have to be okay with
I'm
that shit.
consistent.
Yep.
I'm persistent.
Yep.
And
we're obsessed with this shit, dog.
And
You're obsessed with this shit.
And it's a healthy obsession, bro, because at the end of the day, bro, you don't care. You don't care about like whether it gets all these likes and views and blah blah blah.
I watched
it's passion.
Yeah, I watched a comedy special on Netflix. Just this bullshit. We were just watching. Me and my girl's parents were watching it, and I was just sitting there on the couch just vibing and stuff. And, it was I can't remember who it was, but it was a famous comedian. It was funny, you know, whatever. At the end, he had something inspirational. He said something inspirational, and he goes, "At the end of the day, the reason that I'm here today is because I'm delirious." And he goes, "I wouldn't have fucking made it. I don't even know what the fuck I was doing, but I knew that I wanted it." And I think that's what it is, bro. I think that's what you are. You're fucking delirious, dude. To the point where it's madman type shit.
Yeah.
Like, I talk about this to my friends, and I talk, all I do, I eat, sleep, music, man. Podcasts. My girl's like, "What are you doing?" Listening. I'm either listening to music or I'm listening to a fucking pod.
Yeah.
It's like, you have your own pod. I'm like, yeah, but I'm listening to someone else's. I'm listening to something else because I eat this shit, bro. I dream.
Study it.
I study. I make sure that, like, at least I'm on point. You know, I absorb this shit.
Exactly.
And it's like I sleep like thinking of music. I sleep thinking of pod. I think I wake up that I'm always on that mode, dude.
Yeah.
I'm delirious as fuck. I'm crazy. You know, people like to put that like as like that's like toxic. That's like a weird word to. No, it's not. Because if you're not going anywhere. You're not doing it to your fullest potential that you can. I'm not saying that there is 100%. I'm not saying, because we're not always 100%, but the fullest potential for that day is where you should strive to be.
Gotta be delusional.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that like separates, you know, the men from the boys. Is like, dude, is the doing and the obsession. Like, dude, I bet you the shit when it comes to, you know, living this shit, you know, whether it was like something that you had, you know, diagnostically when it came to like you not getting sleep.
Right.
But like, dude, when you love something, like that's why like I'm always driven, and I can sleep. I don't have no sleeping problems, but it's just like the shit that I'm about and that I love and I'm passionate about and obsessed.
You'd rather not sleep.
I can't, bro. It's like, and it's not healthy, but it's like, dude, it's an exciting adventure every day knowing that dude, I'm not just into one thing, dude.
Yeah, I can sleep tomorrow. If I can get this shit done today, I can sleep tomorrow, bro.
I slept 3 hours last night, bro. Knowing that,
I felt so fucking bad, dude.
I'm with Brax. And everything just didn't play out.
Right.
But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not finna drive an hour back home, and I'm just gonna sleep in my truck.
Yeah, on some like personal level shit. This is whatever.
Yeah.
But I was getting ready and stuff, and we had some shit going on. She had to go do her thing, and I was like, man, like I'm like slow rolling, you know. I'm like just slow rolling. I'm like trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear, and she goes, "Why don't you cancel?" I'm like, "Do I have to keep on telling you, man? Like the people that I'm around."
Yeah.
They do crazy shit to get shit done. Like this is not one of those things where it's like tomorrow. Like this has to happen today because of what happened last night. Like you don't understand. Like,
you don't know what he did, bro. The sacrifice.
The sacrifice we have to do for all this shit.
This guy sleep in your truck, bro. You gotta sleep in your car.
And I do have to tell myself that now because I know myself now. If I stop for a week, it'll be 2 weeks. And then if I stop for 2 weeks, it'll be a month and then a year. And so I've told her, I was like, I have to do pod on Wednesdays. I have to. 4 p.m. If we schedule something, I have to do it that day. Because if I don't, I know myself enough that it won't get done.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have to have that. You have to have that fucking
drive.
That drive, but not punishment, but it's persistency.
Discipline.
Discipline. You have to have that discipline for yourself to be like, I don't give a fuck if my leg is chopped off. I'm going, dude. I'm going. Now that's a little bit of extremes. If you're sick or fucking, something's happening for sure, cancel that shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you are well-bodied and well-able to, you just gotta keep on. Like, you can be pissed off. I've been pissed off many times being on pod. I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to, but I have to. Mm-hmm. And you'll get over it. Sorry,
you will, bro.
Pussy. You got to. I had to tell myself in the mirror, stop being a pussy. Get the fuck up and do it. Shut the fuck up. This isn't about you, man.
This is bigger than you.
This is bigger than you, man. This is way bigger. Yeah. You know? So, man, that's badass, bro. That's sick. That's good. I like this conversation.
Yeah.
And now it's a vibe.
And now we flowing, bro. It's just like we getting personal, bro. I don't want to tell people I slept in my truck last night, but hey, bro, I appreciate you, and I'm super thankful and grateful that you kept this going.
Yeah, dude. Because it was just a weird thing, I never had it happen. I've had it a couple times. Mm-hmm. We just have a little crazy night. Somebody's like, "Hey, I can't drive home." I'm like, "Cool, sit on the couch." Just that fucking night, dude. You're like, "Hey," I'm like, "Dude, I have one couch."
3 in the morning, bro.
Yeah, and everything's fucking laminated. I was like, "Dude, you're not gonna sleep well here."
Yeah, the homie I was gonna stay with, fucking his family surprised him with a birthday little something at Lubbock. They're like, "Oh, we got you a hotel." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Can I stay?" Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, "Nah, bro, that's my parents' crib." Like, he broke up with his girl, so
dude,
his family was renovating a house, and so he's staying in there right now. And he's like, "Nah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got a Ring camera and shit, and blah blah blah." And so I was just like, "All right, bro." So I was hanging out. I went on a date. Last night and just hung out with homegirl until like I had to figure something out, and I texted you
until you she's like, "You gotta go too."
Yeah, because she's she has roommates and shit, and I've been talking to her for a little bit, so
everything working out pretty good.
It's cool, it's chill.
Vibing?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not forcing anything. I'm just flowing and just seeing, not testing waters, but just I'm in it, and we kicking shit off. But at the end of the day, it's just like, not that it's not gonna work out, but it's just like it's just I'm the type to like wait to do certain things in certain timings, because it's like people put on a face for a good long time, and I want to see the real them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's all lovey-dovey at first, but it's like, once you get comfortable and blah blah blah, it's like they whole different beings. So like, I'm just waiting. I'm patient.
My girl still gets pissed off at me. I'm like, man, and going back to the whole anxiety stuff, you know. I also hitting 30 last year.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say like 30, but it was like 29, 30.
Yeah.
I got to the point where, because your chart, it was saying that we're very chill, we're lucky,
Yeah, the pigs. Yeah.
Yeah. My anxiety was at the extreme, right?
Yeah.
It was either extreme or fucking nothing. And right now, like, there's some things that really take me off where I'm like, okay, I'm having an attack, or I'm having some type of panic or whatever.
Or just like
But
just overthinking.
yeah, just overthinking whatever. But recently, since, like I said, like when I hit 29 years old, 30 years old, man, there's not a lot of shit that really I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I'm not saying to the point where it's like, okay, we need to get shit done. It's just like, friends canceling, this not working out, we have to do this instead of that. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, and
Whatever.
like most of the things that like people have like a hard time getting over, I'm just like, cool,
Whatever.
it is what it is. Like I tell my girl this all the time because we have conversations. I'm like, I just don't have time. I'm just retired from that. I'm retired from being that tired. I don't want to be that tired anymore. Like, if I don't want this shit, I'm not gonna have it. If I'm not gonna worry about what I'm gonna fucking eat anymore. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care that I have to pay this. It's always gonna have to be paid. Yeah, fucking sucks. Whatever. Yeah. You know. And my life has been like since this year, it's been a lot of fucking just that chill, where I keep my responsibilities in check. If I have a pod or if I have some type of something, I'm gonna show up. If they reschedule, it's not up to me anymore. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit anymore. Yeah, it's not up to me anymore. If on a homie level, like you and me, or like somebody that's been in my life for a long time, hey bro, can't do it today. How about this or whatever the fuck? Oh yeah, 100%. But we're on a homie level. If we're on a business level and you reschedule, it's up to you. It's out of my hands. I'm not gonna hit you up and be like, "Hey, can we do this this week?" No, you have to tell me. Yeah. Because I'm too much. It's too much stress. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. It's all up to you.
That's when I told you, I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna be in town this weekend. What time you doing?" You're like 1:30 Sunday. I was like, "I'll be there." Man of my word. Like, hey, bro, whatever it takes. You know, sometimes you know, and going to that anxiety is like, I didn't care. You know, homie left. Cool. I try to communicate and ask and shit. Yeah. You know, cool.
We're still here today. Yeah. So that's all that matters.
Everything's figure outable. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
that should be on a shirt. Everything's figure outable.
Yeah, I heard that from Tyler, the creator.
Oh shit, bro.
He was on a interview with Converse, I think, and he was just like, bro, like, everything's figure outable. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to do some shit, figure that shit out. I've always been on that type of vibe. And that's why I fuck with Tyler, because it's like he's never cared about like what people think. He's crazy. He thought everybody thought he was funny, and then whenever like people approached him like on some like, you're that funny guy and shit, he was like, oh fuck, I need to step it up. Like I'm taking my life serious when it comes to music. Like I'm just making like screamo music, like just like
Odd Future Wolfgang, Kill 'Em All type shit. Yeah, like, Golf Wing. Yep.
And the fascinating thing about it, bro, Yonkers came out on my birthday, my 12th birthday. That's bro. Crazy. I didn't know that. And then I was like, what the? That's why we just so connected, I guess. And that was the video that introduced me to Tyler.
Dang.
I was 12.
Yonkers was a wild one. That's a crazy one.
It wasn't 2012. It was like early 08 or something like that, right? Like it was like 07.
Let's look it up.
Let's look it up. But coming with anxiety too, I went to Houston for that graduation, right? Yeah. Bro, I paid for my flight, like almost first class, like it was at the front of the plane. Bro, I get there, get a rental.
You're right, dude. 2011.
I was 11 years old, bro. Yeah. And then, what's it called? So
you got a rental.
I got a rental. I got an Airbnb. Yeah. And dude, I was just like in the moment, but in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, when I was 19, 20, investing and like putting all my money in like the crypto market and shit like that, bro, like I lived life like I was broke, and I put that anxiety on me. But it all paid out at the end, bro. It wasn't until I was like 22, 21, going on 23, where like it just boomed.
Right.
And now it's just like I have to like make it a habit of like knowing that I'm okay,
Right.
knowing that I have more than enough. Like I'm over here like nah. Like I remember back then I was like I didn't even know what the fuck I was gonna eat or where I was gonna be, or I didn't want it to be on some like my friend gonna pick me up. I'm staying with my friend. You know what I'm saying? And like she has to take me everywhere, and like I have to ride with her to the graduation and shit. I was just like nah. I'm gonna pull up, get a rental, get a B&B for myself, by myself. I'm pulling up.
Because again, if you want it, it doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Exactly. And dude, I literally had to like, I took a shower, got ready before the graduation. And I'm like, tomorrow you're good, bro.
You're good.
You're good. Like tomorrow you can sleep in, do whatever the fuck you want. And then next thing you know, bro, like on the way to the graduation, I called the Rolls Royce fucking dealership. I'm like, hey y'all, like, can I schedule something, to customize the Rolls Royce?
Right.
Just dream building, bro. Pulled up the next day, bro. 5 o'clock, boom. Get there a couple hours before they close, and I'm like, dude, what all can I do? And they're like, dude, you could put anything on those. Bro, you could put your name on the freaking on the floor mats, on the headboard, the headrest, any color, any leather. You could put whatever you want. You could even customize your own color, your strip, like the rims, anything you want. You could. You have all sorts of like. You could even You could pick any crystal you want to make the spirit of ecstasy. I'm like, bro, this is insane, bro. You could do anything, put numbers on it, all that. And bro, I was there for like 2 hours, just looking through books of like all the Rolls Royces, looking all that, feeling the leather, sitting in the Rolls. There's a big ass screen in a big old meeting room with two of the guys and just explaining everything. I'm like, bro, my bad.
Ooh.
I did pay, a couple $100 to have their time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was just worth it because it's like that's
what
you
wanted.
You know what I mean? And I'm preparing myself to know about those certain things.
People talk about selfishness being like a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like your mental health and your mental being, it's not, bro.
It's not no
like,
joke.
Having this conversation, I came to the realization the reason that I'm okay with a lot of things is because I wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want something, then it doesn't fucking matter at the end. Man, that's crazy. That's a crazy revelation because, like, I've like said these things like, oh, fucking money, we're all gonna die and it's not gonna fucking matter, blah blah blah. Yeah. But if you really get into the nitty gritty type shit where it's like, should I do this? I really want to do this, and like I don't know if it's gonna pay off, bro. If you want it hard enough, it's gonna be all right at the end anyway. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't work out, what the fuck? At least you fucking tried. At least you fucking did that shit, dog.
That's what I tell people today. I'm like, bro, I could go to sleep at night comfortably and peacefully knowing that I tried. Because if you at least try, bro, at least try. That's the least you could do. Just try.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, be at peace with that shit. Knowing that, hey, you put that step forward. You did it. And there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Because you could always try again.
Yeah.
And look, bro, you're in your 3 personal year.
Yeah.
After your birthday this year, you're gonna be in your 4-year cycle.
What does that mean?
So this year, 3 personal year was like all about like communicating, talking to people, getting in those circles and stuff like that. But after your birthday this month, it's gonna be your 4 personal year. So you're gonna work a lot more.
Okay.
And that's the energy you want to put out. Is just doing a lot. I was in my 4 personal year last year, dude. It was fucking boring. All I did was work and work and more work, and that's why I laid low because it was just like I just wanted to work, and that's just the intention of this year, and that's what you're gonna experience. You're gonna work a lot and put a lot of time in. You might get some work opportunities, and what's it called? Just put in the work this year.
It's crazy that you said because this year, me and my girl and her homegirls, we sat here. And I was like, dude, like, I want to do something for New Year's, but I don't want it to be like a New Year's resolution type shit. I want it to be like something that we can look and have a challenge.
Like strive
not,
for it?
Yeah, not just strive for, not like a resolution where it has to get done.
Yeah.
But something you can look at and be like, okay, I want to get these things done. If I don't, then it's okay. But they're there. I can see it. It's accomplishable.
Yeah.
You know? And I have a lot of fucking songs I've been sitting in the back just because, like, past friendships that, like, there's just a lot of, like, negative emotions with where these songs came from. And I said, fuck it. Like, I need to drop them. They're badass. They're bops, you know? I was like, fuck it, I gotta drop them.
Drop a song a week.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Like, like you're talking about the whole work thing. I'm like, I in my head already, I'm already thinking, I have it on my poster right here in the kitchen. I have drop a song a week. I'm dropping at least 4 music videos this year. Like, I already had it before we even had this conversation, dog.
Oh, that's cool.
Like you said, talking about like this next past birthday, I'm gonna be working hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's already like set in the stones.
You're already on the vibes, bro. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Yeah, and then after your birthday next year, it's a good year, bro. It's gonna be a good year because the pig and the goat. This year's the year of the horse, right? The pig and the goat are good, friendly signs.
Okay.
They make great money together, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tesla was founded in the year of the goat. Elon Musk is born in the year of the pig.
Wow. So I need to hit up Elon Musk. I'm just kidding.
Might
I'm
fuck
just hitting
around,
him up.
but
Hey,
that's
I'm
what
on
I'm saying.
Instagram.
And then you're gonna be in your 5 personal year, bro. So after the 18th of this month, you're going into the 4. So from here to your next birthday, in 2027, you're going to be in your 5 personal year. And that year is where you travel, you change, you seize certain things, you want to experience things, you might even move. You know, some things might change in your life. You know what I'm saying? Things might get more sexual in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 is the number of looks, sex, change, travel. And so, you know, it might be where, like, you might be thinking about starting a family with your woman now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you're in your 5 cycle, sex is there. 6 is all about home and family and responsibility. So you might have a kid in 2028. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's just, like, the main energy. And then when you're in your 7 cycle, is all about, like, focusing on your health, because it's injury prone health, like, you know, just being sick and shit. Like, for instance, not just having personal years, people have personal months. This month was my personal 7 month. It's a 7 month, and bro, as soon as the month started, I got sick as fuck.
Damn.
I was sick as fuck on my birthday, bro.
Damn.
Bad. And I was like,
motherfucker.
And then look, I haven't hit the gym this month because it's injury prone. But I have been studying and learning about, you know, getting into the gym.
Yeah, gaining.
I hit up my nutritionist, you know, trainer, homie.
Getting the numbers.
Bro, getting the numbers. He's like, do this, do that. Don't eat past this time.
Ounces, pounds,
bro, he sent me
weights.
this link to, like, how to work out certain, all the fucking body parts. And I'm like, bruh, dude. And then 8, so 2026 is your 4. 2027 is your 5. 2028 is your 6. 2029 is your 7. 2030 is your 8. So in 2030, 8 is about the number of money. That's when you want to get your fucking bag, bro.
So 5 years. That 5 years is easy.
Bro, focus is like all these intentions, like, keep up with me, and you're like, hey, bro, after, would you say, you know, my birthday this? Bro, when you're 2030, get that bag, bro. I have to lay low because that's my enemy year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so for these next 3 years, 3.5 years, I got to lock in and get this bag because I got to lay low when I'm 30. You know, I'm
Word.
hopping off the grid. Cool, whatever. But hey, I gotta get this bag so I can lay low.
That's crazy because 2030 I'll be 35.
I'll be 30.
Damn, that's trip.
And everybody, that's an enemy year. And for everybody that was born in 2000 after February 5th all the way to January, the beginning of January of 2001, we're dragons. And in 2030, you got to lay low. So get your bag while you still can before AI takes over. So go at it like you never have before in a healthy, good fashion.
Healthy, mental stability.
Yeah.
Physical ability, passion.
I mean, if you want to get into the nitty gritty of like getting that bag, do what you gotta do because, this AI shit is no game.
No game.
No game in 2030. So
and it's frankly a little bit scary, to be honest. It's kind of crazy out there in that fucking the meta.
But not really, bro. It's not about like taking jobs. It's more just like, the people that don't know how to use AI are the ones that are gonna be fucked, bro. You gotta learn and know how to use it.
Right.
Because if you don't, you'll use it.
Right. I'm going to take a break for a second.
Yeah, go ahead,
good?
bro.
We're going to break it up. We'll be right back.
Okay, so
We're back.
So 2031 for you will be your 9-year cycle. 9-year cycle is about completion and stuff like that. But last year was a 9-year, right?
Right.
And so the enemy number of 9 is 1 and 11. That's why 9/11 happened. Enemy numbers. It's not just enemy signs with like Eastern astrology.
Right.
It's actually enemy numbers as well. So that's why I didn't have such a, my mentor or like Gary was like, lay low, bro. It's 9 years, your enemy number.
Yeah.
And it was boring, bro. All I did was work, and I did have some legal issues and shit because 4 is about law and order, at least in the United States.
Right.
Because it was founded on the 4th. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why you got the most imprisoned people ever, probably in the world, in the United States. Because it's founded on the 4th. It's about law and order.
Wow.
You feel me? And I did go through some legal issues. I got arrested. And I'm dealing with it now, taking responsibility for it.
What did you get arrested for? Well, not why, but when did you?
September. August.
Last year?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
It was just like over.
That's some dumb shit. We don't have to get into it, but I was like,
just know it's.
How the fuck did I not know?
I went to trial for it.
I was like, why the fuck did I text you? Hey, you good? I had this weird feeling.
Nah. I was like this past month, February was a roller coaster, bro. Really? It was like I got sick. I just wanted a little day off at my job. We're in busy season right now.
How old are you?
26. I just turned 26. I go by the years.
Right. I'm just trying to. I have a homie of mine. Because you're talking about like the September and stuff and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I have a homie of mine that last year, around that time, was real. I mean, a lot of the things that happened to him, he did it himself. Yeah. But life hit his fucking ass like cement.
Yeah.
And now I'm like thinking like I think he's like 28 though.
Yeah.
He might be like he might be 27. He might have turned 27. He was 26 last year. Turned 27. But his life like it was like back to back, dude. And it's still going. It's still going on. Like all of the things that happened last year, it's still fucking like evolving and like he has to get over that fucking hill, but it's gonna take time. Court,
I had to wait a whole year for the trial.
Damn.
And dude, the judge was like, it ain't some shit I want to hear. Your attorney can't back you up on it.
Right.
I could put you in jail right now, but before this, your record was clean, and the things that you do that you told me that you're doing, you seem like a great guy. Like I had people standing for me, bro. Like girls that I've worked with and shit, family that were witnesses and stuff. And he was like, "Look, you got good people behind you, and I could be putting you in jail for 4 to 5, 10 minimum, 10 maximum. Right. But look, just take this class, pay this fees, your court and lawyer fees, and then do the probation. And the faster you pay it, the faster you get off of it.
Right.
And just comply. You've been sober for a couple years already, so it should be cake.
Right.
Wish you best of luck. And boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, dude, I'm grateful I'm not in jail. And then the PO was like, look, dude, like she thought I was lying about like sobriety to the point where she was like, you're gonna take every test. Yeah. You're taking the piss test, the hair test, the DNA test, whatever.
All the tests.
Yeah.
You're taking the text test. You're taking the star test. All
And so, bro, she was like, what's the longest hair in your body? I was like, probably my beard or like a chest hair or something.
My fucking pube? Nah.
Nah. We manscape over here. But yeah, nah, bro. Shit, this year's all about new beginnings for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Experience new things.
Well, that's good
new
to hear
people,
too.
So.
Because like the homeboy that I was talking about,
yeah,
he's pretty close. He's pretty close to my bubble. You know.
And then if he's friends with you, bro, send me his birthday, and it could probably just be on some backstory. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
At the end of the day, bro, your 4 personal years this year after your birthday, and just like. Put your belt on. Okay. Work. Put your belt on. Don't speed. Don't do nothing wild. You're sober too.
Right.
Don't drink too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just.
I like to tell my friends I'm like a retired Miami sober.
Just a little bit of booze.
Just some booze and just chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that, bro. And then it's photography, numerology, astrology, fucking. Music, I love music. I don't make it, but I enjoy. I enjoy the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've been a part of this the pod long enough, Yeah. And everybody else. I think you got me on that one homeboy that did some shit. Was over there in Lubbock or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I can't remember his name, but I remember his album cover.
Yeah, it was like little colors.
Yeah, the white. It was white and it had some colors in it.
Yeah,
and shit.
I haven't heard from him in a while. He called me. Like literally after I moved to Houston.
Oh no shit!
Like, bro, he's in Colorado, as I from the last conversation. But yeah, no, he hasn't made music. He hasn't sent me nothing. Usually he'd always send me some stuff.
Right,
and,
right.
I'm always like a good like listener and like critic. And he was like, "Yeah, bro, thank you." But I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a while.
You have been always the type of person. To be social. You're a social butterfly, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of the questions that I had, especially for the pod and the people, but is like when you get in, and you're talking about like astrology, you're talking about like your mental state and everything. Mm-hmm. Has there ever been a time where you knew that the people that were around you, like I can't vibe with these fucks? You know what I'm saying? Like not like you be polite and be like, yeah, cool. At the end of the day, you're like, man, I have you like had to kind of like cancel some shit or like, hey, like this is not gonna fucking work out because the way y'all are running, I can't do this shit.
For the most part, it's like I never try to burn bridges or cut ties,
right?
Because it's always like things change, people change, and so I just keep it mutual. Always. I never get too attached. I never get too, like, it's always like that. Life is that cycle of, like, hey, y'all close for 1 minute and fall off for a little bit, but then y'all catch back up,
right,
and so forth. So I never burn bridges, and it's never on some, like, oh, like, this person's this way, so I don't fuck with them. Like, yes, I do keep it in the back of my head, and that's why I never, like I'm attached to nothing but connected to everything. And that goes with people, places, things, and so forth. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, bro, I read energy, body language, and just intentions. And when I feel it, not just see it, but feel it, I know, and I keep it to myself because it's like...
Yeah, that's my next question was, like, do you open up about it, you express it at that point, or, like, do you keep it...
Yeah, like, if they're, like, just like you said, a homie that's from Jump, or, if anything, like, ever since doing this astrology stuff and numerology, I've had a lot of fall-offs, bro. When it comes to family, friends, from the sandbox, bro.
Right.
Like, jits, bro. Like, jits. Like,
yeah.
It hurt.
Like, I
bad,
saw
bro.
us grow up together type shit.
Yeah, like, blood, bro.
Yeah.
And calling me crazy because it's like I'm not religious. You know, when I grew up in a super religious, like both families, like super religious to the max with it, bro. And it's just like, whenever your dad's a pastor and he forces you, not forces, I was open to it. I committed to it, to where we read the whole Bible. And I question, like the question I had before we started, I'm like, who wrote this?
Right.
I questioned everything. He was like, this is the truth, son. This is how you got to live. This is what it is. And it's just like, bro, you're the most judgmental fucking person I know, bro. Who are you to judge? Doesn't it say God's the only one to judge?
Word.
And so I'm like, bro, all these Christians and Catholics, and they're like, oh, God will forgive me. Like, you know, all these people. I stopped praying. I stopped going to church in 2023. You know what I mean? I do believe in a higher power, God Almighty, prime creator.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro, I just feel like the God Almighty's not here to interfere. That's why there's always bad stuff going on, and it's just like this world is ran by evil, bro, and you see it everywhere.
Dude, you're seeing it it's crazy that you say that, like, this year, because, like, everything fucking threw up on this fucking planet.
Dude, the files
are even just all the presidents. It's not even just ours. All of them. All of the motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. Look, I do a little poetry and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do like a consistent rhyme, like not no A B C whatever. I wrote this down on my notes. Or I wrote it down on paper first. I said, I don't pray or go to church anymore because everything is evil and we live in a world full of sin. When I tell and show people the truth about religion, they call me crazy, but I just smile and grin. At the end of the day, they're the ones drinking spirits, getting possessed by jinn.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Pause. But, you know, I live with people that drink and, you know what I'm saying? You drink. But I'm just, you know, I drink too.
Yeah.
But I limit myself to 2 max. Like if I go out or if I do drink with my people, 1 beer, a shot. Or 2 beers max, 2 shots max.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's it. Like I went out the other day for my birthday. Some friends took me out. I'm like, I got a Chilton and a shot. Right. And they're like, they got me another Chilton. I'm like, I'm straight.
Yeah, you're good.
They got me another shot. I'm like, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? They got me this mixed drink. I'm like, dude, and like I gave it to a random.
Right.
I'm like, I'll pay you, bro. Like, they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, that's my limit too.
Yeah, you can't do it
because it's just like a little bit of alcohol is good for you, but like when you take it to the max with it, it's like, hey, bro, like.
And you know, you talk about like drinking stuff. I've chilled out even like weekends. Like yesterday was fucking crazy. Yeah. Today's I'm off the bend. I'm getting back on, but even like on the weekdays, I'm stone cold sober. Like I don't drink nothing. I don't do anything. Nicotine and coffee. Boom. I'm straight.
Yeah.
On the weekends, like even like on a Saturday, on a regular Saturday that we have nothing going on, if we're wanting to go out, I'm literally having 4 beers. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I think that comes from my parents. I love my mom, but she was terrified of alcohol. Terrified. Because my grandpa was an alcoholic and he had alcoholism. Yeah. Alcoholic and alcoholism are 2 different things. You can like alcohol, but if it's alcoholism, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And my mom, he had alcoholism, and my mom was terrified of alcohol, never had it at the house, never fucking talked about it, never wanted anybody to do it. Even to this day. Yesterday, she was like, what's in that cooler? I'm like, you know what the fuck is in this cooler. But at a young age, I was telling myself, I can't be afraid of this shit. Yeah. Because if you're afraid of this shit and then you end up doing this shit, it's going to consume your shit. And I like alcohol. You know what I'm saying?
Tease their own.
But I'm not over here fucking ruining my life.
Yeah.
I'm not ruining I'm not ruining everybody else's lives.
Yeah.
I love my daughter. I'm not ruining her life because of it.
Or like setting a bad example.
Yeah, setting a bad example. She knows what alcohol is. You know?
Yeah.
My parents taught me a certain way, didn't work out. I'm teaching my kid a certain way because I feel like that's the best way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it is. I'm still a fucking growing ass adult that has a kid and I'm learning my own way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that she knows what this stuff is because whenever she gets older, she knows what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
Instead of being like me, where my first beer was 21, and I didn't have any type of fucking example on how to control this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like it got bad. Or like I would have like fucking parties and shit. And I'd be drinking. I would be sick to my fucking goddamn stomach.
Yeah.
And having hangovers like a bitch and like not having any kind of type of control with my life. Now I'm like, okay, that's it. I don't do rum. I can't fucking, you know what I'm saying? I have this checklist of things. I'm like, okay, I can't do this and this. And my girl keeps me in check too. She's like, I think you're going on 4. I think you're going straight on 4. I'm like, sure? Not 6? Come on. I'm joking. Come on.
It's just a six pack. Like,
yeah, come on.
It's a 6-pack. No.
But, it's cool too. Like people, especially in this game, I love all my peeps. They do drink. They do extracurricular activities. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been the one to judge. I've never, ever. I've done shit. How am I to judge if I've done it,
Yeah.
But this going to people that are watching, listening, maybe it is time to fucking let's see what else we can do.
Start something new.
Let's kind of press the brakes on some shit a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
you're hitting the bottle a little bit too hard on Friday. Come on. Maybe do half a bottle.
But no, that's another thing too. It wasn't just the ending of relationships last year. A lot of people sobered up.
Right.
They ended that shit. They're like, they finally realized, like, hey, bro, I need to stop. Endings, right?
Yeah.
But look, I went to Sin, Grin, and Jen, and then at the end, it's like, that's none of my business, though. I'm at a point in my life where I got nothing to lose but a life to win.
Hey, bars, dude.
I was just at work, bro. I just work in front of a computer. I was like, I listened to like a self-development spoken audio.
Oh yeah.
It's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, and at the end he says that he's like, you got nothing to lose but a life to win. And I was like, I'm gonna make bars out of that. And then I went to Rhyme Zone and I was like, win. Rhymes that rhyme with it and shit.
Yeah.
Near rhymes.
Do you write on a daily basis or like you write whenever?
For the most part, yeah. Really, I read every day.
You should continue to write, dude.
Like a little page.
Maybe you got some like conscious rap type shit going on,
Yeah, I mean it's not. I'll be down to ghostwrite. You know what I'm saying? Like the pen is active.
Right.
But it's just more for the fact that like I wanted. It's interesting to me and I like that shit.
Right.
And you know what I mean. It's like boom, saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just me realizing shit, I'm like, Dad, like I don't do that, and that's why I have fallouts with family, bro, and friends. Like they're very religious. They're like, find God, bro, and then I'm just like, well,
find yourself first.
You're gonna make so much money this month, and tell me that I'm crazy when you do. Next thing you know, they're the top salesman in their company, and I'm like, come on,
what
bro,
the fuck, man?
Come on. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's the patterns. It's like literally. Like, I'm
very,
excited for this month.
What am I saying? Is it contradictive? Maybe it's contradicting each. Like, I do believe in a higher power, but it's very. A lot of the things that they believe is very contradictive to themselves because they're like, let go and let God. Like, how the fuck am I gonna do that if I'm not even doing anything myself, dog?
God only helps those who helps themselves.
Exactly. What the fuck, man?
When I tell people that you are not God, but you have God-like abilities, and God gave you the ability to create, and that's the God feature.
Yeah, you want to talk about God? Talk about how He created you to do fucking everything you need to do. Gave us fucking hands and legs and a mouth and fucking a brain to fucking do all this shit. If it was up to God, He wouldn't have given us any of that. We would have just been fucking a blob. For Him to control.
And
boom. I don't know.
And
that's
who
bar.
are you,
I don't know.
Who are you to pray, bro? To the highest ever. It's like we're specks of sand, bro. Like little cells, bro. Trying to like pray to like say us. Full body, like, and then there's that little fucking cell that you can't even see.
Right.
And we're just giving our energy away to, you know,
people
negative entities.
I had a podcast with my homeboy. Shout out to Angel.
Mm-hmm.
He has a podcast. It's very I wouldn't say religious aspect, but it's very like spiritual.
Yeah.
You know. And one of the questions that he had was, "Do you talk to God a lot?"
Mm-hmm.
And now we're having this conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, in that part, I was like, "Yeah, I do talk to God. I do." But now that I'm like here, I'm like, there's an aspect of talking to God and just having a conversation with yourself that and God's there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say God is the higher power.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all want to believe, whatever the fuck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Me being upset about a certain situation that I have to get done and talking to myself, but is compared to me in my room at the end of the day praying about the same fucking thing in my eyes. Yeah. Where I'm like, motherfucker, I have to fucking do this shit. And I was like, well, I gotta figure it out. And then you're in your head and you're talking and you're like, well, if I do this and then I get my fucking this, and then if I work an extra a few hours of work, then I got this, and then I can pay this. What the fuck is that any different than being in your room being like, God, please help me with blah, 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 blase, blase. I need it. What's the difference?
It's all about intention, bro.
It's all about intention. That's crazy. That's crazy work, bro. Man,
that's the answer.
If you ain't getting this shit, you need to write this shit down. This is the pod where the notes are being written.
Yeah. It's all intention, bro. It's all intention. It's all energy. I literally told myself, I was trying to sleep in my truck. I'm like, bro, life is all about intention. It's all about energy. It's all about frequencies, about persistence and consistency. Whoa, that's bars. Oh, shit. But, dude, it's literally that. You literally become what you think about.
Right.
That's the secret. And that's the secret. It's so plain, simple, dry, fucking, like, in your face to where it's just like, that's your prayer, bro. Right. Your intentions and what you obsess about and what you want to happen. Yep. Is literally to tell you your whole life.
And a lot of times these old heads, these OGs and shit, they're like, it is what it is. Until it ain't, dog. Mm-hmm. Until it fucking ain't. Yeah. You don't like something, it is what it is. Until it's not, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah. If you don't want it to be that way, it's not what it is.
Exactly.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You can change that shit easy, bro. People get so caught up in their fucking brain about how they feel about a certain way, and they're like, it is what it is. How about you change your fucking perception of that? Mm-hmm. You can't change that. Let's say we can't change that, but you can change your fucking attitude about it, and then it isn't what it is.
Exactly.
That is whatever the fuck. You can be your own fucking person at the end of the day. This shit sucks. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a good day.
Yeah, that's the power of positive mental attitude, and that's how you got to see it, bro.
Man, sometimes I feel like I'm an idiot on this pod sometimes, and then there's this one. And I'm like, you know what? We're hitting straight fucking bars on this shit, dog.
Yeah, this one's gonna pop. We gotta clip this. We gotta clip
it, bro.
Yeah. But nah, at the end of the day, bro, this is fascinating to talk about this. You know what I mean? Like, especially new month, new.
What's your trajectory? I guess fuck it. What's the trajectory of like the astrology stuff that you're like leaning into for the next few years, or how far?
I'm in my 5 personal year, so I'm traveling.
Right.
I'm changing a lot of things. I'm changing locations.
Is there more to learn? Are we like like this is like right here, boom? Uh-huh. Or is it more like I'm here and I'm also absorbing still information about this astrology stuff?
I'm on some type of situation where like I know that that I don't know everything.
Oh, okay.
And so it's just like I'm progressively learning. You know, there's always a lot to learn. Yeah. And you know, I'm not on some like know-it-all type stuff, but it's like when you see the patterns and you know certain information, like why certain things happen. Hey, you know what I mean? It makes sense. Yeah. And it's just like patterns. That people were like, oh, why like you predicting this shit, blah, blah, blah. Like I predicted the fucking bombing of, the shit that happened last year or the beginning of this year. Right. And then, 1 is the number of like, what's 1? What's the first letter of the alphabet?
A.
People are going to be more aggressive,
get
angry, road rage. the girl that I went on a date with last night, she wasn't even driving, and someone cut us off. She had road rage.
Agitated,
Active, ambitious, and
anxious, anxiety.
Yeah, there. And then I put on my Twitter, I was like, there might be a war going down on the low. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get into fights. Look at all these fights that are happening on national TV with sports, NBA. The MLB's about to start. I bet you there's gonna be a bunch of freaking dugouts getting fucking empty.
Riots,
you get what I'm saying? This is all these protests, fuck ICE. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that shit. And so people are gonna be aggressive, bro. And that's why, like, you know, that's another thing. You gotta be aggressive to the things that you want in life.
Right.
And it's the year of the horse. The year of the horse is the year of the horse. You see Kobe, he was a horse. What's his name? Mike Tyson was a horse. You know what I'm saying? They worked hard, bro. They worked hard. Kobe mentality, Mamba mentality. What is it? You work hard, go to the gym early, wake up early, work harder than the person next to you. Get it, bro.
Yeah.
And you're in your 4 cycle, so bro, put 2 and 2 together.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? And
agriculture. I don't know. That might be something.
Yeah, that's the.
Hey, if you're a farmer, hey, think about it. It's agriculture, man. Think about it. It might be at the time.
Yeah. So, hey. At the end of the day, man, and it's a horse. It's part of the agriculture.
Yeah, part of the agriculture. Hey. That's the only reason I said that. I was like, horse. What can I agriculture.
I'm about to do a photo shoot with some horses, bro.
Paleontologist, architecture. No, that's not architecture. A's architecture, but it's like artifacts. That's what I was saying. Artifacts, architecture, all that shit. Dang, you got me on some like levels that I'm. Yeah. Now I'm gonna be like, hey, that starts with this, and then we can fucking go up the ladder.
You see it, bro. It's a matrix, bro, and the numbers are the cheat codes.
Hell yeah.
It's like literally, I do certain things on certain days because of, like, you know, 28 is the number of wealth. I imprinted energy because I got a haircut yesterday, bro. Hey, it's coming. It's just like you do it, even though you don't see the money, bro. If you do it consistently and persistently enough, it'll all add up, bro, and then it just boom. Like,
hell yeah.
You know, you got your lucky number. I could give you your lucky number.
What's my lucky number?
Lucky
can I guess real quick?
Yes.
My lucky number, I'm gonna guess 17.
Close. It adds up to 8, but it's the first number of your birthday. So March
is 30. Okay.
And the last number of your year of your birthday.
5. 35
or 53.
Oh, 53.
One of the two. You can flip it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, wear like, you know, wear a jersey that has 35 or 53. You know, for instance, my lucky number is 22 because I was born in February of 2000. The zeros are not a number, so it's 2, and I have 22 as my screensaver.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
35. I mean, I go 35 about anywhere I go. I'll be driving 35. Cruising down.
53 and a 55.
Hey.
You know what I mean? And so.
Bars, dude. That's sick. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just wanting to put this game out there, and that's my goal. And that's why I started with this podcast. Word. And then I'm about to start doing stuff on my YouTube when it comes to numerology, astrology, photography, travel. Because numerology and astrology coincide. Traveling and photography coincide.
Right.
And I'm going to do gym. Because
sick.
Look at the horse. The
horses are
freaking.
As fuck. They're out there.
To go fast, bro. This is a window to go fast, bro. To have something that takes 3 years and do it in 1. And right when the horse year started, and then
now's the time to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Exactly.
That's the bar.
That's why I hit this podcast today, and then I'm just, you know,
we're going hard.
Yeah. Last month was my 7 personal month. This is my 8. I'm getting that bag this month. I'm putting in hours at work, putting in hours in my craft, putting out videos. What's it called? I just literally this morning I got paid for 2 graduation photo shoots in Oklahoma City.
Bars, dude.
8 month number of money.
Yeah.
So 8 is the number of money, karma, and power.
Nice.
But 2 doubles it. That's why 28 is the number of wealth.